In North Carolina, the current attorney general, who by the way is the chief law enforcement officer and the attorney, the lawyer for the state. Drake, welcome. Good evening. The current North Carolina AG may well be charged by a grand jury. A local North Carolina grand jury has advanced its consideration of possible criminal charges against State Attorney General Josh Stein and 2 aides over an investigation into a political ad targeting Stein's 2020 opponent. I don't see the rest of the story. There's more to that. That's not everything. Please tell us more. Okay. So I don't think the headline matches the story here, because the story is federal appeals court has blocked a local North Carolina district attorney from prosecuting State Attorney General. But the headline says son drenches 72-year-old mom in gasoline and sets her on fire. I didn't even think about Warlord using the channel points. I could have bumped up the number you could use. You sneaky Warlord. You sneaky Warlord. Does it show me who voted? I don't know, everything's being slow tonight, guys. We got a good connection, but everything else is being slow. It does not show me who voted. Man, Cancel Warlord sure is winning though. Wait a minute. There's way too, you can't have that many votes. Warlord is rigging the poll in both directions. He's playing both sides. Oh fuck. And one person says time Warlord out. See, I can see how many voters there are. I can't see who voted for what. Stop the steal. Exactly. We got somebody hijacking our election over here. Oh shit. Well, apparently since you broke Warlord's mouse by him rigging the election. Appeals panel has actually blocked Wake DA's office from potentially prosecuting Attorney General Josh Stein. Federal Appeals Court on Tuesday. Oh, we got the local news hit on this. Let's let the news reporters say this. Especially this guy's got an awesome beard.
Carolina Attorney. At 5, a brand new reaction from North Carolina Attorney General Josh Stein over an investigation into a 2020 campaign ad. Just yesterday, a grand jury in Wake County agreed that Stein violated a 91-year-old libel law and an ad titled Survivor. That clears the way for the grand jury to consider an indictment. Stein calls it a nonsense investigation at the hands of Wake County DA Lauren Freeman.
Well, I'm all
You committed libel, you motherfucker.
I fundamentally believe that ads that candidates run should be true, which is why I submitted my ad before it was ever aired to an independent truth-checking organization that confirmed that the ad was true. And as I told you, the State Board of Elections reviewed the ad, said it wasn't false. So I'm all for truthful ads, but it is very troubling.
Governor Roy Cooper also commenting on the issue today, calling it an unprecedented repression of free speech. Wake DA Lauren Freeman has recused herself from any involvement in the case.
Well, wait a minute. How is it a repression of free speech if he's not even being prosecuted for it anymore? What? None of that makes any sense. I don't know what you guys got going on in North Crackalacky over there. You need to cut it out. But who am I to talk? Over in Tennessee, the former Speaker of the House, Representative Glenn Casada, and their former Chief of Staff was indicted on federal charges, federal fraud charges. They're Republicans, by the way. I don't know about the dude in North Carolina. Check that. Oh, cancel warlord.
From crafting legislation to being cuffed and charged for corruption.
Tonight, team coverage as former Tennessee Speaker of the House Glenn Casada faces years in federal prison. Casada and his former Chief of Staff, Cade Cothran, walked out of the federal courthouse.
Stein is a Democrat.
Each facing a long list of federal charges and potentially years in federal prison. Of course, this follows years of investigating, including from our own Phil Williams.
And Phil, you were in the courtroom. What did you see?
Well, what I saw today were two once proud men who had been allowed to throw on clothes quickly when the FBI came to their doors earlier this morning. Former Speaker Casada seemed to sag in his chair, showing the weight of the moment as the federal magistrate read off a long list of charges: conspiracy, fraud, and money laundering.
Without objection. So ordered. Next order.
Just a little more than 3 years ago, Glenn Casada was in the seat of power, the third most powerful person in state government.
Hey, Mr. Speaker, can we talk to you about...
I'm late for a meeting.
A texting scandal involving Casada and his Chief of Staff, Cade Cothran, would upend all of that.
Speaker, what did you tell the caucus?
Quickly forcing the Franklin Republican to give up his position as Speaker. But here on this day in the federal courthouse, they would fall even further, yanked from their homes at 7 a.m., brought into court in handcuffs and leg chains as a U.S. magistrate announced the name of the 20-count indictment: the United States of America versus Glenn Casada and Cade Cothran.
Do you have any regrets, man?
Released from custody, Casada had none of the bravado that once marked his leadership style. Instead, he was a humbled and subdued man now facing up to 20 years in federal prison. Cothran was equally subdued. Both men pleaded not guilty.
Mr. Cothran pleaded not guilty to all of the charges in the indictment. He plans on strongly defending the charges. We've got to let this matter proceed through the judicial process, and Mr. Cothran looks very forward to being vindicated.
The FBI has been investigating for at least a year and a half.
You say what the fuck, but he begged to be euthanized. So...
At one point, raiding legislative offices, even the former speaker's home. Casada was still in his bathrobe when agents came knocking. At the center of the charges, allegations that after Casada's downfall as speaker, Cothran used a fake name to set up Phoenix Solutions, a company that did political mailings. Prosecutors say Casada and former Representative Robin Smith steered state business to the company in exchange for kickbacks. Smith has already pleaded guilty to federal charges and is cooperating with the FBI. The question is, are authorities interested in more? Has he been pressured to flip on anyone else?
I can't make any more statements at this time. As you know, we're just getting started.
All right, thank you. But what we do know is authorities have been asking questions about how Casada managed to pass Governor Lee's school voucher plan by just one vote.
Did you bribe anyone for votes for the SA vote?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
He did.
As News Channel 5 Investigates first revealed one
Oh,
law.
he totally did.
Casada suggested he could be promoted to general in the National Guard in exchange for his vote. So are these indictments of Casada and Cothran the end of the road or just another step in the journey?
Kate, anything you want to say?
Truth will come out, Phil.
What that
He looks like a Proud Boy, doesn't he?
only time will tell. Now, Representative Casada's attorney,
Surprise,
did
surprise.
not want to speak on camera, but inside the courthouse, he
Mandy, has Herschel Walker said something else dumb about trees? Because we've already done like 2 or 3 things he said about trees. Because he made this stupid ass comment about air coming over from China and shit. Don't we have enough trees around here? No, we don't, Herschel. No, we don't. Oh my god, what did this stupid fuck say? Oh yeah, fucking, god damn it. Well, I can just read it from here. I don't have to go to Twitter. Yes, you heard me right, Walker wrote on Twitter, saying Biden and his Democratic opponent in November, Senator Raphael Warnock, are spending $1.5 billion on urban forestry. Wait, where's the thing where he... The new law provides $1.5 billion in grants to state agencies and nonprofit organizations for tree planting and related activities, according to the bill's text. They're not helping you out because a lot of the money is going into trees. You know that, don't you? It's going into trees. We got enough trees. Don't we have enough trees around here? I see trees everywhere. Don't we have enough trees around here? God damn. Fingers are morons. Oh. Oh, what is this another one of those fucking cancel Justin clips? Oh my god. For those that don't know, Warlord has created a cancel Justin Discord. You can go and see all the clips that he's taken out of context. Or just, you know, it's shit that I've actually said. Oh my god. From Georgia to Alabama, where a state lawmaker, a former state lawmaker and current political activist, charged with sex abuse. This just happened today, just this afternoon. Because of course.
You live
We've
in
also got
sexual
breaking news
anarchy.
right now here in Montgomery. A former Alabama lawmaker was arrested today by U.S. Marshals and is now facing a felony criminal charge. According to Montgomery police, Perry Hooper Jr. is charged with first-degree sexual abuse. A statement from MPD indicates the alleged crime happened last Tuesday in the 100 block of Commerce Street downtown. That's in the vicinity of the city's entertainment district. Hooper is a well-known politician in central Alabama, having served in the State House between 1984 and 2003. He's currently a member of the Alabama Republican State Executive Committee, and he previously co-chaired Donald Trump's Alabama presidential campaign. In a statement, the Alabama Republican Party condemned all forms of sexual abuse and sexual assault. The statement went on to say, quote, "We are committed to personal
Yeah, sure you do.
Safety. We will be monitoring this situation closely as it makes its way through the judicial process." Hooper, by the way, we're told, has been released from jail on a $15,000 bail.
$15,000 doesn't seem like a lot, goddammit. I would consider sex abuse to be a violent crime. A 15-grand bond doesn't seem like a lot, especially for somebody who used to be a state lawmaker. I would assume they have some money. Especially in Alabama. It's one of those states where you got to pay to play. Now, for weeks and weeks, I've heard right-wingers tell me that there were two men that pled guilty in the plot to kidnap Michigan governor. I was told they were pressured to plead guilty. There was a trial held for 4 men. 2 were acquitted, and 2, it was a hung jury. Jury now convicts those 2 men in a plot to kidnap Michigan governor. A jury on Tuesday convicted 2 men of conspiring to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer in 2020, a swift victory for prosecutors in a plot that was broken up by the FBI and described as a rallying cry for a U.S. civil war by anti-government extremists. Adam Fox and Barry Croft Jr. were also found guilty of conspiring to obtain a weapon of mass destruction, namely a bomb, to blow up a bridge and stymie police if the kidnapping could be pulled off at Whitmer's vacation home. Croft, 46, a trucker from Bear, Delaware, was also convicted of another explosives charge. The jury deliberated for roughly 8 hours over 2 days. It was the second trial for the pair after a jury in April couldn't reach a unanimous verdict after 5 days. 2 other men were acquitted and 2 more pleaded guilty and testified for prosecutors. The result was a big win for U.S. Justice Department following the shocking mixed outcome last spring. Now, I want to know where all the right-wingers are that are saying that the 2 guys getting off was proof that the FBI entrapped them. Now that a jury has convicted 2 of them, are they going to apologize to me? Never. I don't want to ever be accused of being partisan, so I want to make sure that we cover this. It's a very short news hit, but Paul Pelosi has been sentenced in his DUI case. This is the husband of Nancy Pelosi. I don't really give a shit about his DUI the way right-wingers do. I care more about his stock trading.
The husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi pleaded guilty today to a charge of DUI. Paul Pelosi was sentenced to 5 days in jail and 3 years probation. Pelosi already spent 2 days in jail and received credit for 2 more. This means he will serve one final
One day. He's got to go to jail for 1 day. Oh, my God. Oh, he had served 2 days, got credit for 2 days, and has to serve 1 more. Oh, Jesus.